state your name, please?
Dirk Waller.
All right. So, what do you like to do for fun?
So my wife and I, we like to do vacations. 2 summers ago, we did a civil rights tour vacation, and I got to plan that one. So this year we are going to Washington D.C., which is another good historical one. So I'm excited by that. And we're going to do. Our friend is a congressman, so he's going to get us the best tours and stuff. And then we have a wedding this summer. So we have a lot of travel coming up in the summer. We both ride bikes. I love to read. I'm always reading young adult fiction books because of our Battle of the Books Club. And I'm just looking forward to summer to relax. So
That's awesome. You have a busy schedule then.
it won't be too bad. It'll be good. Be good.
That's awesome. Who would you say is your role model in life?
Okay, so in life, I would say my mom and dad are definitely my role model. They're great church-going people. They are respected community members. They're really everything I would want to look up to. I would say teaching-wise, I have a couple teaching role models, like my 7th grade teacher, Mrs. Cooper, who also went to church with us. She was amazing, like an organization person. And I always try to think of Mrs. Garvey, my 2nd grade teacher, as like a really fun teacher, but yet I learned probably the most. I think I was the happiest ever in school in 2nd grade. So.
Do you have any favorites, like songs, movies, colors, foods?
Favorite color is green. One time I had a whole group of kids that kept track of how many times I wore green, and it was like 49 times throughout the semester or something.
I can see that happening,
So, yes.
because it's like mostly associated with being energetic.
I absolutely love green. So, and I have a lot of green, a lot of blue too. That's like my favorite color for sure. Favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption. Amazing movie. I love Hoosiers. What did I see? Ebbing. This year, the 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. Awesome. Let's see. Favorite books, like I read, I Still Love Wonder. There's a new one. If you haven't read The Hate You Give, that is a really good one, young adult one. And then our group read Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda, and that comes out this next week. Love Simon.
Yeah.
They've changed it around a little bit, but that's going to be good. That's one of my definite favorites. And I don't know, just got done, favorite season is speech season, and just got done with that, so.
All right, and this one I only ask because I trust you, but I gotta know how much I
Okay.
trust you as an educator. Do you like dogs?
Yes.
Okay.
We have 2 cats, though. We're not,
That's all right.
I do like dogs. I don't adore dogs. And I think I've told you
Yeah.
that. I grew up on a farm, and
Yeah.
we lost so many animals that I'm just like, but like my wife has an 18-year-old cat that's getting ready to die, and it'll be a sad day in the Waller household when May goes away.
All right, now to the more educational and to the
Okay.
meat and potatoes of the interview.
All right.
How long have you been teaching for?
Okay, so this is my 18th year at AL, and then I was 6 years at a little school called North Tama in Traer, and then I was an extended substitute for 1 year at South Tama, and then I was a substitute teacher for a semester.
So that's roughly like 27 years of
Yep,
teaching?
26 and a half or so.
Of course, what do you teach?
Right now I'm U.S. History all day. I teach U.S. History B, all 4 periods, and then I teach an AP class, and I've taught World History too at AL, but World History and U.S. History.
All right. When exactly did you decide that you wanted to be an educator?
When I went to college, that's kind of one of the things that was in my mind. And then I very vividly remember going to observe a 4th grade classroom and going, no way. And so I switched to high school, and I always loved history. So I kind of fell into it, but it's been the right decision. It's good.
I agree. I feel
Well,
like you're a
thank
good
you.
teacher.
Thanks.
One of my favorites.
Thanks.
Speaking of which, what are attributes of a successful teacher, in your opinion?
Okay, they have to like their job.
Yeah.
4 out of the 5 days of the week. You have to come in energetic and happy to be there. You have to find your balance between relationships and curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
And mine's about half and half. I mean, relationships are important, but I got to drive the curriculum also. And if I can make those connections as I'm going through, then I'm a successful teacher.
And of course, I know when you started teaching, there was still pencils and papers as the main thing. No disrespect.
There's still pencil and paper today.
Oh yeah. But how has your teaching evolved alongside technology?
Okay, that's a really good question. Because like technology used to be an overhead projector in my room.
Oh, those were awesome.
I loved them. Except one kid set one on fire once. It was really good. So I shouldn't say this on camera, but if you take paper and put it over the mirror on the inside, and they turn it on and they can't figure it out, it really caught it on fire. It wasn't in my room, it was in another room, so I can laugh about it. But I still love my textbook, and I think it's important to have a tie to the textbook. I know there's a lot of teachers that are completely digital, but like this trimester, I only teach US History B, so I'm really pushing myself to be more technology driven, because like to make papers for my class, it's 120 papers. So if I can be technology driven and do it technology wise, and then I still love to read like books and things to my kids, but I'm getting better at, okay, there's probably something out there on the internet that could help me. And there's tons of clips. I just had a student teacher that did a lot of like clips and things, and some of them were really good. And I'm like, so I need to open my mind to that a little bit more. But my first thought is really not Google it. And that's the first thought for a lot of the younger teachers. Like Mr. Pregan, he's so set up with technology, and it's awesome. He works it good. He has a mix, and I need to work harder to get a mix in.
I think that your balance is pretty well from my experience.
I try, but I know I need more technology in.
This one might make you chuckle or cry.
Okay.
Either way.
Either way.
Why do you teach with such passion?
Like I said, you gotta like your job every day when you come in, and it's like, you are who you are in front of the class. I'm not, and I think I'm the same person outside of school that I am in school, but it's just like, either you're comfortable with yourself and you love it, but I hope kids understand that high school is the last time in their life that they're 100% equal to their peers. I can have a kid that has no money get a better grade than a kid that has all the money in the world. You're equals. You're absolute equals in high school, and it's one of the last times that you get to be that way, and I hope everybody takes advantage of that and sees education as the key of moving them forward. So that's kind of my passion, let everybody see that idea.
All right. Now, have you ever doubted your career choice?
Every Monday. No. Yeah, I have. There's moments that you get beat down, and it comes from different places. Like right now, I feel like our government, the legislator, is beating teachers down. They don't want us to have collective bargaining. They're talking about messing with our retirement that we've paid into, and that's probably beating me down more now than anything else. And then also, like the gun violence and things. It's just hard to take, and arming teachers, no way in a million years. And I mean, I'm sure there's some people that are willing to do that, but I am not. And so the beating down of those things are coming. I also think our school district has beat us down a little bit with our grading policy, and the kids take advantage of and turn things in so late. And it's like, I don't want to say no to the kid because I've developed a relationship with them and everything, but at the same time, it's doing them a disservice. We need to go away from the retakes and things. It's just, it's gotten to a culture of we've created lazy kids, and that's a problem.
Oh yeah.
That's a huge problem. And then there's just, I don't think it's an individual kid that beats you down. I think it's just some society issues. There's so much that's drug into the classroom every day, and I want the kids to be able to let that go. So.
Yeah, you gotta find like a balance of leaving your baggage at the door and.
Yes.
Yeah, and even with all these hardships, if you could change your career just at the drop of the hat, would you ever do it?
I think I made the right career choice. I really do. However, if I was guaranteed success, I would, I love, like, I don't know if you, but like I have like plants in my windows and stuff.
Yeah.
And I could be like, run a nursery, a plant nursery, or, I grew up on a farm, so I think I could have farmed too. But, that's kind of, I don't know, I would miss this, so, yeah.
So you think
I don't think I would change. I don't think I would just say no. If I could say, give me more money for what I do, I'd say yes.
Alright, what is some advice that you would have for people who are aspiring to be future teachers and future educators for America?
Okay, so again, the relationship thing, you have to be relationship based. Don't get in it if you think you're getting in it for summers off, because they really kind of exist, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time they're done, it's going to be year-round school, so just get ready for that. There's some good breaks, there's some good perks with it, but you have to be relationship based, and you have to want to make a difference with kids. Not change the world, teacher, but make a difference with kids. You have to be willing to do that. So if you're not that person, if you're like, oh, I was always good at physics, so I'm going to be a physics teacher because I'm not smart enough to be an astrophysicist. Don't do teaching. That wasn't for you. All right. So make sure it's your number one priority. Because I know I commented on the money earlier, but you can make a good living being a teacher.
You know how to spend it, right?
You being an organizer.
Yeah.
Thank you to my wife.
Do you have any closing statements for this interview?
I mean, just if you're thinking about being a teacher, know that there's more and more added to our plates every time, and so you got to think. You got to be in it for the right reasons. It's getting harder and harder to do every time, but I think if you find your right passion, what you want to do with it, you'll be happy.
All right.
Right.
Thank you for your time.
Awesome. Yeah, you're too good.